Today was a great day to be a short seller. I made 800 bucks in two scalps, and I'm going to break down exactly why I was in each of the trades. So, if we look at the higher time frame, we can see we're definitely in a downtrend. We're just absolutely selling off, clearing out all the lows that were holding us up before. So, really, we don't know where we want to go from here. We took out those lows, we've taken out these lows. Our next higher low would be at 57.32. So, that may be some indication of where we end the rest of this week. But for now, let's get into the scalps on the 1 minute chart. So I actually had two entries up here, and I want to. I really need to dive deep into why I locked the stop so early. My first trade was right here, and my second trade was just after this. This candle, when this candle printed, it was a really weird 1 minute candle, like glitched out, and I did not know what was going to happen. Like that was a weird enough candle for me to just close the trade. It looked like a news candle or something had just come in. So I closed the trade there, and then I actually put another sell order in here on this candle. No, it was right here. And then I got tapped out for break even before it continued lower. So that was a pain, that was a kick in the nuts. Like nobody likes when that happens, but also it was my own fault for not putting on the risk and not being, or at least not being willing to leave the risk on. But now I see the moves happening that we want to get short. Every single day, we're just selling off at the open and, finding a bottom, rallying, and then continuing to sell off. So I'm just playing the patterns that have already been repeating in the market. So we're selling off. I'm selling at the low of day. But the reason I had conviction in this sell is because I got in right here at this line. Like imagine I'm getting in as this 15-minute candle is printing, and my trade was just this is why I like this trade so much, because I was able to put a stop loss at the top of this candle and say, if this candle flips bullish, I want to be out of this trade. So that was a very easy way for me to have conviction in the shorts when there is absolutely no structure up until opening range high. So that was the first trade. I hit it for 1R, made my 400 bucks. And then I ended up sitting out of this move because something that we have to be very aware of right now is how Nvidia is moving in relation to the other assets, because Nvidia is weighted so heavily in these indexes that the price action is going to look very similar. Like if you see this and then you see this, it's pretty similar. Like basically just has a fall, a consolidation, and then a full move higher. So that's it's like we're trading the same thing. So what I noticed is that Nvidia and NQ failed to set lower lows after this move. This is a higher low, but I figured when you just think about the market does not just move in a straight line. It always moves like this with periods of chop and whatnot. So I'm thinking we just had the nice move up. We're going to get a move down. Even if that move down isn't all the way to initial balance, and that move is just to create this next level before it goes higher, I predict that we're going to get one more move down. So that was the thesis behind this trade. And you can see I closed it for 12 points. I wasn't greedy. I didn't try and catch the whole move. That's another lesson from me and for this video, is that you never need to catch the whole move. Up and down today, that was the high. So about 120 points or 2%. I caught 20 points. It went down 100, up 100, and then back down like 70. So, just catch your piece of the move and be happy with it. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is, so the white line here is the initial balance. The initial balance on average gets broken one time, about 82% of the time. That is a huge edge to be trading with. So what that means is if it's broken once, it's not going to break the other side. But if we go over to ES here, the initial bounce low is not broken. And if we go over to NQ, the initial bounce low is not broken. But on MES, the initial balance low was broken. So that is a discrepancy in the price charts. And as a result of that being broken, I did not look for shorts the rest of the or look for longs the rest of the day. I was only looking for shorts because the initial balance stat was technically in play. So what I could have done better is not it was at least looked at the other assets to see, did ES break? Because when we think about it, the MES does have smaller amount of dollars transacted every day. So we need to be putting more weight on the ES contract than the MES contract. Also, there'll be times where you plot a low of day VWAP and on MES it breaks, but on ES it doesn't. So really, if you can have a correlation where they're both moving in unison, MES and ES, and then even more importantly, well, okay, MES and ES, you just want the correlation of price numbers. You just want the price levels to be accurate. If you can have a correlation of price action with Nvidia, NQ, and ES, you are in an A plus trade. I guarantee it.